So I've had over time, I've had a lot of people ask me how I do my wrap, and it's actually quite disappointing because it's so simple. Like there's really not much to it at all, and I do the same tie every day. There's probably one more that I do sometimes, but there's generally speaking, I do the same thing every single day, and I use the same sort of scarves every day, and I have I don't know, quite a lot of scarves, but I would say I use 5, 6 scarves from all of them. So super unoriginal. It works for my head. I have a very large forehead, so I kind of like when there's a little height to it to like change the shape a little. Um, it stays on pretty well. I usually fix it once or twice a day. And this is what I do. I don't have this on usually. Imagine this is not even here. I just have it on now. So since this is a public video, I don't want everybody to see my gorgeous hair. So this is what I do, okay? This is a long pashmina, okay? Just the stuff you get off the street for $5. The longer the better, and I like when they're kind of thick. This one is not as thick as I like it to be, but I like when they're thick and I like when they're long so that I can wrap it at least twice. If I can wrap it 3 times, that's awesome, but that rarely happens. So this is what I do. I take a scarf, I found the center of it, so it's around here. I fold it over, like, I don't know, 10 centimeters maybe. I don't know, inches. I don't know, like this much, And I should really move that a little. I should wrap this so this doesn't bother me. All right, double knot. I put this on the bottom of my neck, on the bottom of my head, sorry. This is where it is. I have 2 tails hanging here. And I hold this tight. This is like a tight fit. You have to really hold it strong because otherwise it'll just fall apart. Okay, I crisscross over my forehead these 2 pieces right over my forehead. Okay, I grab the bottom one. I hold it tight because it will fall apart. Okay, press it against my head. I take the second tie and I tightly pull it to the back, right? This is what's going on here. And this really depends on how long of a scarf you have. I don't have as long as I like it to be. So I'm gonna tie it right here on the top of my head because this is just the end of the scarf. I would do one more tie over, how do you say that? Crossover if I had more of a scarf, but this is just as long as this one will go. And I just kind of, tuck it in wherever I have space. Okay, this is sort of the whole idea. Now I fix it. I like when this is like in the center of my forehead, so I will just play around with it a little. Alright? Now, this takes me usually longer than the actual wrap, just fixing this part. Alright, let's say this is finished. This is how I would usually do it every day. But what I did yesterday for Chag, and a lot of people asked me about how I did that one. So to the standard scarf that I usually put on, to this standard tie I do, I added another scarf. It gets pretty crazy. This is a very thin scarf I just got. It's new. It's super thin, and half of it is cream, kind of see-through cream fabric, and half of it is this cream lace. All right. So I fold it in this crease where it divides the lace and the white fabric. All right. And again, I find the center of the scarf, which is like around here. I again start in the bottom of my head and the back. All right, I grab these two tails, and right on my forehead, I will make a tie. A knot, I mean. I will tie it. Right? This is what's going on. And now I'm gonna tie it behind, but since this lace is really what I want to show and not exactly the white, thin other part, I'll try to like spread it a little, right? And then I do the same thing on this side. Where is it? Oh, there it is. And then I just tied it in the back. Just a simple knot, you know? Whatever. And I would try to spread it a little more. Whatever, you can get as OCD about it as you want, but I'm not going to drive myself too crazy right now. So this is the whole idea. Put it to the side, put it in the back. If it annoys you, even tuck it in, you know? It didn't really bother me. I feel like I need like a gem here. But that's the whole idea. So this is like my super fancy tie that I would do for like a Yontev, a holiday. But my usual weekday or Shabbos would be just the first scarf. Not fancy, not original, but that's just what I do. So if you have any questions about it, I think it's pretty clear. And that's it. Bye.